Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I'm looking at my Wednesday weekly academic calendar. Look at the anchor chart on page 165. Realistic fiction. Remember, fiction is has not happened in real life. So realistic means that it could possibly happen, it just hasn't happened. So let's talk about some of the things that realistic fiction have in them. A realistic fiction story has characters that act like people. It has a beginning, middle, and end. It has a setting that is like real life. And then it has a plot or a story problem. We like to call that the conflict. That could also happen. So remember, realistic fiction hasn't happened, but it's a possibility that it could. So while we're about to start reading pages 167 to 171, I want to look back to our graphic organizer we're filling out. Yesterday we filled out the title, the author, and the illustrator. I'm going to flip over to remind you of those things. Title is You Can't Climb a Cactus. The author is Derek Barnes, and it's illustrated by Steve Cox. Today I'm hoping we can fill out the setting where the story takes place, the characters. Hopefully we'll get introduced to the conflict or the problem of the story, and we're going to fill out the beginning. So let's get started. I am on page 168. Erica was excited about spring vacation. I already hear one character. She wanted to visit the new nature center near her home in Seattle. It had plants and bugs, which were two of her favorite things in the world. How do you feel about Erica so far? Do you think Erica's brave, or do you think she's a little scaredy cat? If she likes bugs and plants, I know Miss Clower's a scaredy cat and doesn't like bugs, but Erica seems brave to me so far. Tell me what you think also. Okay, let's put Erica in our anchor chart. Remember, her name needs a capital letter. Erica. In my characters, there's Erica. Right, I am on 169, paragraph 4. Her parents had different plans. I wonder where they want to go instead. Oh, wow. I'm looking at my picture, and it looks like they want to go to Arizona. Let's take a trip to Arizona, Mom said. We can visit Grandpa Jack. Two more characters. Mom and Grandpa Jack. Mom, Grandpa Jack. Erica loved Grandpa Jack, but she did not want to visit Arizona. Why do you think Erica doesn't want to visit Arizona? Well, I know, using my prior knowledge, that it's really hot in Arizona. What do you possibly think why Erica doesn't want to go? She'd never been there. She knew it would be boring. Well, my friends, I don't think anything's boring as long as you make it fun. So if they have to go to Arizona, I hope that Erica can make it fun. Erica had read a book about Arizona. Compared to Seattle, Arizona seemed strange. It was dry and dusty. Seattle was far from dry. If Seattle's far from dry, what does Erica mean by that? If you're in a desert like Arizona, there's not a lot of what coming from the sky? Rain. So we know that Seattle is very rainy. It had lakes and tons of trees. Erica and her dad loved to climb trees. Wow. There's Erica and her dad actually climbing a tree themselves. So right now, the setting, that's another part of my anchor chart. Right now, the setting is in Seattle. Remember, our setting might change because they want to go to Arizona. I'm gonna put Seattle, but I'm also gonna put in a tree to help have more details. In a tree. I'm writing kind of small just in case my setting changes. All right, on my weekly academic calendar, it asks me to stop on page 171. So I'm going to finish my last page and then we'll talk about the conflict and the beginning of our story. Arizona looked like one big empty desert with weird cactus plants. You think this is a realistic cactus? Do cactus in real life have faces? I don't think so. That's the part of the fiction story. Erica wasn't sure if Arizona had any trees. You can't climb a cactus, she said to herself. The sharp spines would really hurt. She wished she could stay home. Wow, at the beginning of the story, I felt like Erica was really brave, but now I feel like she's sort of upset. What do you think is making Erica so upset right now? All right, so right now I have my characters, Erica, Mom, and Grandpa Jack. Oh, I forgot to add Dad. We need to add Dad. I have my setting. They're in Seattle, actually in a tree because they like climbing trees. Conflict, what's the problem? What's the problem in our story? Where does Erica not want to go? So I'm not going to give you the answer, but if you were listening to our read aloud, you'll know. The conflict, I'm making a complete sentence. I'm giving you a sentence stem. Conflict in the story is ... The conflict in the story is ... What's the problem that Erica's having right now? Make sure you have your capital letter and your punctuations, please. Okay, we can't fill out the resolution because we don't have the answer to our problem just yet, but we have read the beginning of our story. I'd also like a complete sentence here. I'm not going to tell you what happened in the beginning of the story because you need to use your own words, but I can help you with the sentence stem. In the beginning of the story, in the beginning of the story, ... There's a lot of things that happened in the beginning of the story, so think about those things and think about what was the most important. We don't need so many details when you're doing the beginning, middle, and the end, because that's more of a summary, so we don't need all the little details, just the big main idea of the beginning. Remember, don't steal somebody else's words, so don't take the author's words. Use your own words to answer these two. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. I'll be back to read 72 through 76 tomorrow. Have a good afternoon.